Hey guys, it's Jessie here from Tonkadale, and today we're making a fall to winter transitional wreath. Let's talk about our tools. We have our pruners. Pruners are good for trimming and cutting to size items that were once living and are now not. So something like this really fluffy, pretty pampas grass, you would cut with our pruners. We use our wire cutters for cutting permanent stems, bendy stems, wired stems, just like this. Just like this. Scissors are for ribbon and ribbon only. Make sure you have a nice sharp pair. We love our taped wires for securing our bows and for also creating a wreath hanger. Zip ties are our friend. We use them for bunching and clumping all of the elements we'll be using to design our wreath. Floral tape is another secret of ours. Floral tape is also great for finishing off rough edges, gathering items together, and all around fun. Before we get started designing our wreath, let's talk about some of the mechanics. So the mechanics are tips and tricks that we use to engineer and make sure our wreaths are sturdy and will be able to withstand the elements inside or outside. We've chosen these two beautiful elements, and what we're going to do is clump them together using our zip ties. Now, when we're designing our wreath, we can choose to do it in a couple of different ways. We can be very symmetrical and go all the way around the wreath. We can be a little off center and do up here and down over there. We can do a crescent design up top or even down to the side. It really doesn't matter. And you might intend for your wreath to go this way, and then you're all done and you're like, nope, looks better this way. So just don't be afraid to kind of play and experience and let the materials you're using lead the way. This is our most popular permanent pine wreath. It's a northern soft pine with a 24-inch diameter. This is a great size for a traditional door. And I'm going to work with the grain of the wreath. As you can see, the needles and branches are all kind of going this way. So that's the way we're going to work. Let's prepare our elements. Because this berry is so long and dramatic, I'm not going to take time to chop it all up because that's just going to end up ruining the essence of the berry. All right, so let's get in here and get moving. Have one leaf here. I see a few good breaks. I think we'll take it down at this section. And then probably again, we're gonna take it off here because I don't think I can get through this thick stem with this wire cutter. We'll take it down here, and here. Be careful. Sometimes when you chop things, they fly in all directions. So it's not a bad idea to wear your safety gear. All right. And we want to wake up the stem, make it look alive like nature. We can work these two items together. I love how that hangs. So we'll take our baby zip ties, and if you don't know about zip ties, these are very important. We're going to secure our clump just like this. You can hear that little zip. Oh, the purr of the zip tie, so satisfying. So delightfully satisfying. Zip, zip. And we can trim off those edges. We're gonna work ahead and create a couple of clumps. What I can do is kind of start to get an idea of where we're going with this wreath. So isn't that kind of cool? I like. All right, clump number 2. Here we come. I kind of want to start singing some Cher, but no, that's a good idea. If I could turn back time. Okay, that's enough. I've had that in my head all morning. I can't help myself. More mechanics. Next, we're going to take our larger zip ties and attach our clumps to the wreath form. Here we go. All right, I am loving up on this wreath. I couldn't be happier with how it's turning out. The only thing I'm worried about is that I'm currently sweating through my shirt. That's okay. We've all been there. I'm not going to pretend like it doesn't happen. All right, I'm still going to save the pampas grass for the end. And remember, I have some berries to embellish as well. But on to the bow. On to the bow tying. All right, so I'm ready to make my bow. I'm going to show you a really easy way to tie a bow that doesn't even involve the taped wires we talked about at the beginning. Isn't this ribbon just juicy? It picks up kind of those brown tones and it has these peachy tones. I have a little surprise for us at the end that will pick up on the peach. So let's cut a length of ribbon about maybe a yard, a little less than a yard long, or a meter for my Canadian friends. I'm going to just pull that length of ribbon behind my wreath, and then I'm going to make some loops. Now, this is the challenging part for most. I can take a length of ribbon, and it's all in the pinch. I'm right-handed, so I'm using my left hand. I pinch, and I let the ribbon just dance to me, up and down, until I have a sufficient amount of loops. Now, to maximize the poofiness, you can vary the length of the loops. See, you can get poofier and poofier, but we're going to keep it kind of a little bit more modest and wild. 6 loops should be enough. 3 up, 3 down. Have another length of ribbon. Give it a little snip. And then, bow tying skills that are important for life and livelihood. Lay that down on top. And just like you're wrapping a package, just do a simple knot. And we don't even have to do a square knot because the ribbon is very conforming and behaves just how we want it to. Now, we'll just let those tails fly. The secret trick for finishing off the ribbon tails is just to give a nice steady cut and a few little folds as if you had hemmed the bottom. And then we have ribbon perfection. We could stop here, folks, but why would we? We have a wreath ready to go in so many ways, but we do want to add our natural dried element, and this is going to be challenging for me because of the rigidity of this product, and I just broke it in half, but that's okay. Ooh, I can do it. I can do it. And because we have the zip ties, they are going to be clutch in getting this secured exactly where we want it. I'm going to find my original clumps. I'm going to kind of crisscross applesauce these stems where I attached my original clumps. Get in there and zip them down. And the other thing is, we're not using glue, so if we don't like it, we just clip it out. I don't know. This is kind of giving me squirrel tail vibes, so just work with me here. Pampas grass. Looks great on Instagram. Bring it in the house. Woo-wee! So these I kind of did like in an X pattern. Then I'm going to zip them in with this larger zip tie. I'm just taking a moment to check on my wreath. We have a little bit of space here to add some more berries. And we conveniently have them here. Doesn't this just say like, welcome to my holiday home? Speaking of continuing to transition, if you're just sick of those leaves, one thing that's really amazing as we move towards the holiday season is fresh magnolia. So you could snip out these leaves, use them on your Thanksgiving table, poke them in with your centerpiece. Grab some fresh magnolia and zip it in. And that will take you all the way into the new year. We're loving this wreath. I'm gonna bring it home to my house and just watch as it transitions us through our holiday home. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you at Takadale.